I'm joined over the phone now by AEW superstar Skye Blue. And Skye, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
It is an absolute honor to be able to sit down and talk to you for a little bit about your time at All Elite Wrestling.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited.
So, Skye, for those who don't know you, let's take a few moments here to kind of figure out who Skye Blue is and what got her interested in wrestling.
Yeah, so my parents have been wrestling fans their whole lives, so I kind of grew up with it on in the house. And I remember watching, I'm pretty sure it was a hardcore match one day, and I was like, hey, Mom, I'm going to do that. And she was like, no, you're not. And I was like, okay, watch me. And here we are. So I kind of just wanted to prove it wrong, and I fell in love with wrestling. And yeah, so I've been wrestling since 2017. I debuted, and yeah, and here we are.
So how did you get to AEW?
I was doing the Indies for a while, and Joey Janela actually reached out to me and was like, hey, here's Sean Dean's phone number, go text Sean Dean. And I was like, what? And I kind of didn't believe it was real because I was already going to be, it was in 2020 during COVID, during the pandemic. So I was already going to be in Tampa because I was doing a GCW show. And I texted Sean Dean, and he was like, yeah, come in and do extra work in Jacksonville. So I was an extra in 2020. And then I was also an extra in 2021, the All Out week, and then that was the week that I was in the Casino Battle Royal. And then it was all history from there.
Awesome. That's a great story. It's always interesting to see how different people get to where they're at. Sometimes it's, having that connection. And that's one of the things that I love about AEW is all of the superstars are still able to go and work the indie league if they want to. You're not locked in to AEW. So if you wanted to go back to GCW for a show or two, you can.
I personally love the indies. I love wrestling. Like, I love being in the ring. I love, bumping and telling a story and whatnot. So I love being able to do these. And then you always get to wrestle different people. Every time you wrestle somebody different, you learn something. So I just really enjoy the indies.
Absolutely.
And I just want to wrestle.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I work for a local indie promotion, Functified Wrestling Federation. I'm a manager there, so I'm glad to be a part of that. Hopefully one day I can, make it to the big leagues with you as well, but I'm happy with where I'm at for now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, Skye, do you have any big matches coming up? I know this past Wednesday you were in a four-way match to be number one contender for Julia Hart's TBS championship that unfortunately didn't go your way.
Yeah. I'm not sure of any coming up. I know AEW is going to be in Peoria, which is pretty close to Chicago. So hopefully maybe something in a little kind of hometown, but not really, because I didn't go to college. But I was not this one was past, obviously, but the street fight match that we did was by far my favorite match I think I've ever done. So if anybody hasn't seen that one, that would be I would go watch that one. I love that one. I got to go as crazy as I could, and I absolutely love hardcore matches. I remember being a kid and telling my mom, be like, I'm going to do table matches. I'm going to go through fire. I'm going to, be all bloody. And my mom's, freaking out, please don't die, Skye.
Yeah, and talking about that street fight, you got some color in that match.
I did. I loved every second of it.
Yes.
I wish there was more. I wanted to go through the tax. I wanted to do so much. I would have done a 60-minute street fight if, it would have been allowed. But there will be many opportunities to do it. So
yeah, and I'm sure, you're still very young. I'm sure Mr. Tony Khan is seeing your talent, and I'm sure in the near future, we'll see Skye Blue in a 60-minute street fight match.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. I know AEW is coming back to Indianapolis on April 17th. Are you going to be able to be there?
Yes, I will. I'm actually going to Indianapolis today for BLT Squared Circle Expo.
Yes.
I'll be there in a couple hours, but Indy's really close for me. It's like a 3-hour drive, so I'll definitely be there.
All right. Well, we look forward to it. And before I let you go, I know a lot of people who have watched you from your start in AEW, such as myself, are really intrigued with the partnership that you have with Julia Hart. Let's talk a little bit about how you got to that point and how she officially turned you.
Okay. So I wrestled Julia. I wrestled her years ago when she was still a cheerleader wearing an eye patch.
Yes.
I was still, bubbly little backwards hats guy. And then we wrestled again recently at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was last year. And then I was misted. And kind of wasn't the same since. And then it was kind of just like the breaking point was this felt like the right thing to do for me. And I just kind of decided that I had to put myself first for my sake. And here we are. And now me and Julia are just going to take over. Yeah,
and you guys definitely are doing that. I know fans absolutely love anytime there is a woman in the ring and the lights go out, we know we're getting you and Julia, and the fans always seem to really enjoy going for that. At least I know I do.
Yeah, it's really been, because I have never been a heel my entire career until now, and I feel very comfortable. I feel like myself, and I like it because I'm also still learning. I'm learning how to portray the character better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm always learning, and I'm surrounded by such great people at AEW to learn from. So I just feel super comfortable in being able to try things and get feedback and learn and keep growing.
Absolutely. I know that's one of my favorite things to do when we have a show. I'm a heel manager, so I just like to sit there and just listen to everybody talk about their experiences and ways to get better and things like that. I'm still learning. I'm a little older than you are, but I'm still learning in this great business, and so I don't think you ever fully stop learning, because I think the moment you stop learning is the moment it's time to kind of leave your boots in the ring. Yeah.
No, I feel like every time you're with somebody different, whether you wrestle somebody new in the ring or you just work with different people who are trained differently, you learn how each person, because there's so many ways to do what we do, and it's very cool to take from every little bit that you can.
Absolutely. Well, Skye, I know you are a very busy woman today, so I do not want to take up any more of your time. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to talk with me about your career to this point.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, and look forward to seeing you on April 17th. I unfortunately will not be making it to Squared Circle Expo, unfortunately.
Oh, darn.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Skye. And, hey, down the road, if you ever need a manager, I might know a guy.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.